This is Commander Junk, here to tell all of you that the following video is not for children. Look around. Does this look like something children would like? You are a child. Go away. If you're a cool kid over 13, you can watch this video. But if you're a little kid like 3 or 4 years old, please get out of here. You are not welcome. This channel is cool. Does this look like something a little preschooler will watch? No, it doesn't.
Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, and I am coming back at you with a whole new video. Well, not really a whole new video, I guess. It's Wednesday, so that means we're going to look at some classic Junkman videos, not some one. Every Wednesday, we're going to look at a video I did that really didn't get much views, and they were recorded maybe a year or two ago, and some of you probably missed it. This one here is going to be a little different. I'm going to go back and look at a video I did where I talk about how Indiana Jones loses everything. I don't really hear many people comment on that. But think about it. He loses everything. We'll go over that in a second. But when I went back to watch this old original video, I can see why it probably didn't get many views. It's just clips from the movie. And I thought I'd just redo this whole video, show you some of those clips, but kind of talk about each one. It's better when you can see a face in a video, even when it's one that looks like this, than just seeing scenes from a movie with text written over it. So let's talk about how Indiana Jones loses everything. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, what are you talking about? He didn't lose his hat. He didn't lose his whip. He didn't lose his jacket. Well, we're talking about the stuff that Indiana Jones goes after. That's right. Think about it. Everything Indiana Jones goes after, he loses. But there's one thing I guess he kind of gets back. Let's talk about that one first. Let's talk about when Indiana Jones was a young teen in the Boy Scouts. And let's look back at the Last Crusade's beginning adventure. There he finds the cross. He takes it back to his father. And what happens? The Pandora guy shows up with his boss. Remember that guy from Second City Television? What's he doing in this? Anyway, the cross was taken from him and he lost the cross. Now, technically, years later, Indy did get it back. But we're going to count this as the only thing Indiana Jones did get, but he did lose it to start with, and it took him time to get it back.
I'm glad to see that.
Woo! Yeah! Now let's jump up to the events of Temple of Doom and go inside the Obi-Wan Cafe. There, Indiana Jones is seeking the Peacock Diamond. I never really understood why Indy would want this diamond. It doesn't seem like something he would want to put in a museum. The remains of Mahachi seems like something he'd much rather keep for a museum purpose. But then again, I don't know the whole backstory of this diamond. Maybe it's more important to history. Anyway, he swaps it for the diamond, and then chaos breaks out. And what? The diamond is flinged all across the restaurant. We never actually see what actually happened to this diamond. What did happen to it? Was it just left there in the cafe? The diamond's lost. He doesn't get it. We never see it again. And of course, he lost Mahachi when he traded it for the diamond. And we never saw that again either.
Loud!
And since we're talking about Temple of Doom, what was the main thing Indy went after? The Sakara stones. They were 3 of them. One got returned to the village as promised by Indiana Jones. His plan was to keep the other one for fortune and glory. What happened to it? Well, it ended up in the river with pieces of mortar on.
This was Captain! This was Captain! This was Captain! This was Captain! This was Captain!
Now, you can see the magic of the rock.
Let's go to a few years to Raiders of the Lost Ark. There he's looking for the golden idol. We all know the golden idol. So what happens to the idol? Belloc gets it. That's right, Indy finds it, deals with the spiders and the poison darts, and it ends up in Belloc's hand.
This time it will cost you.
Too bad the Jovitos don't know you the way I do, Belloc.
Does he get the Ark? Well, he finds it, and then it's taken away by the Germans. And then he ends up on an island where the Germans open it and all die. We know that scene. So you think, This is it. Indy got it. He got the prize he was looking for. No, he didn't. What happens at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark? We see the government takes it, hides it in a warehouse. It doesn't end up in a museum. So in a way, Indy lost this one also.
The Ark. I thought we'd settled that. The Ark is somewhere very safe.
Now, let's go to the last of all the Crusades, the Last Crusade. Well, I guess in a way he's looking for his father, and he does find his father. Although his father does die by a crystal skull, but everybody dies. So we're not going to talk about that. That's not what we mean by looking for stuff. We're talking about the artifacts. Him and his father look for the Holy Grail. We all know what happened there. They took the Grail past the seal, causing a massive earthquake, and part of the earth split open, ate his girlfriend, almost ate Indiana Jones, and it did swallow the Holy Grail. Lost forever, or until they make an all-female reboot of The Last Crusade, which would probably be in a couple of years.
Indiana? Let it go.
Now let's go to the Kingdom Skull. It starts off with Indy and Mac in a trunk with some artifacts they find in the Mexico desert. Does he get to take that home with him? No, not at all. The lady with the sword breaks him, smashes him, throws him out on the concrete, steps all over him, kicks him out of the way. So Indy even lost that little pieces of junk he found in the Am I boring you? Am I boring you, Indy?
They were digging in the dirt, looking for this stuff.
Well, what about the crystal skull itself? Look deep into his eyes. The crystal nose. The crystal skull nose. Look deep into his eyes. It will tell you the true meaning of the junk room. Oh, sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, the crystal skull. Well, ends up back on the bony neck of an alien, which merges into about 50 other skulls or something and goes into space, or the space between space, and gone forever. It was a wacky movie. Well, that's a look at how Indiana Jones loses everything he goes after. It's like a running theme throughout these movies that whatever Indy's going to go find, he's not going to end up with it. It's not going to end up in a museum and bring him fortune and glory like he hopes for. Well, this was a Junkman classic. I call this one a special edition. Wait a minute, this is a special edition. I should have put a dewback walking across the screen or something. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday, of course, with a classic video and other videos throughout the week. Well, until the next video, you can find me here in the junk room playing with my Indiana Jones toys.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.